However, I would naturally comply if the police decided to give me a fixed penalty notice. Item and take a step back. Keir Starmer found himself in a very challenging situation, and calls for his resignation are growing louder and society's tolerance is running low. This is the period of significant changes, and over 1 million people have united in a strong call for change, putting his leadership on the verge of collapse. Could this be the final chapter in his career? Stay tuned to find out more about the growing pressure that challenges his leadership. One of us was initially a little unsure, to be honest, but I like to think that I'll give people the voice that they currently have to express how they feel. Is it because you picked it up from the men and women in your pub? Where did you get the idea? What did you tap into to tap into this level of dissatisfaction? Small businesses in general, not just those in the pub industry, were very concerned about the way the budget was rolled out regarding the way was Loy to get into para, and it was a bit of collective really that of opinions thinking, you know what, why should we sit back and take it? Why should we sit back and be low to? What began as a small petition demanding fresh elections has now developed into a potent nationwide movement that cannot be disregarded. In record speed, over 1 million signatures were gathered. As resentment over Labour's tax policy grows, a petition calling for an emergency general election has received over 1 million signatures. The petition's owner publicly claims that Starmer broke his pledges. Senior Conservative Party representatives described these figures as a genuine manifestation of their rage at Labour's deceit and lies. This dissatisfaction was not new, rather, it was the outcome of years of losing faith in politics. Are you really hoping for another general election? Michael, let's face it, it's not going to happen. You have to be realistic. What man would sit there and argue about his own work? I know everything I need to know to do it myself, but at the same time, if you've caused it to get out of hand, why shouldn't you be held accountable for someone in the industry? You work in the pub trade or hospitality more generally. Michael, it's going to be difficult times, to be honest. The headlines that came out with the budget said, look what we've done for the pubs, we're taking a penny off a point. However, in reality, we're putting 25p on a point next year because of the minimum wage increase, which I understand must happen. People have enough money to put F in the table, but at the same time, they're hammering small businesses as well. On top of that, it's doomsday for us. A petition is more than just a document, it's a potent symbol of a country that is resolutely ready to declare itself and its future. But why is this petition so popular right now? People will always want new elections because of the severe economic hardships, political errors, and social issues that have beset the UK in recent years. Haven't we seen this previously, when the 2015 elections brought no changes? People are looking with dissatisfaction at the government of 2024 after the 2017 elections failed to address the pressing issues, and the 2019 elections resulted in a disastrous government. When this petition first came out, few could have predicted the significant impact it would have, like many other initiatives. It started as a simple digital document that stated clearly that the country needed to change course, but in a matter of weeks, it began to gain incredible popularity, breaking the mark of more than 1 million signatures. This is an incredible result. People are fed up with inaction and are now prepared to fight for their rights going forward. However, may I ask who you voted for in the most recent general election? I voted Conservative because it was better. The devil, you know, until I realized there was no use in voting somewhere else until someone came up with a better plan. I didn't believe I or anyone else at the time had a better plan or reform, so I reasoned that we should stick with who we have until someone could come for something better. However, with your heart in your mouth and a pint of ginger in your other hand, can you honestly say that the Conservatives did a good